Hey guys, me again. I just want to give you one final update as far as how Friday Night Lights is going to operate and what to kind of expect each week. So what we have here is a little grid showing you all the information you probably need. Most of this is on Wodify. Similarly, as far as like reserving your heat times, what time they start, all that kind of stuff. But this should help simplify both for the athletes and judges. So ideally, what we have here is heat times. 4 o'clock, that's our first heat. By the way, we did add that first heat to that. And we've also adjusted some of the times. We kind of smushed them together a little bit. So I'm going to walk you through that. So heat 1 starts at 4 o'clock. Had several people willing to come in early. So here in red, it shows Felipe, Alberto, Abigail, Crystal, Caleb, and Colton. But underneath that, it's going to be in blue here, and that's going to be your judge. For example, Mary Beth has already claimed lane 3 on heat 1. But since she is working out in heat 3, then she is not going to judge in heat 2. So to make sure she has enough time to warm up. So don't put yourself in that scenario. Don't judge the heat before you have to work out. Okay, so in a perfect world, when people are coming in and getting ready for their workout or just coming to volunteer to judge, you can come up here and kind of input where you could help out as far as judging, okay? Times are over here, 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4:50, 5:10. But you're going to notice there's some intermissions intentionally built in. This is just in case the heat times start to bleed a little bit later. So these intermissions after the 4 o'clock heat, after the 5:10 heat, and then again after the 6:20 heat. Those are just a buffer, but also if you're going to do Mario, then that would be a great time to battle it out on those rounds of Mario, okay? Okay, so similarly, up here, we got, rookie recorder here. Similarly, we got the Mario Kart rounds. So a little bit different. Originally I said one person is going to represent, but now we're going to do 4 representatives. Okay, somebody from your team is going to do the first round, somebody from your team is going to do the second round, and then the third, and then the fourth. Okay, so the best team at Mario, not best individual at Mario, is going to take the cake here today. So I'm highly looking forward to that. This way more people can play the game and enjoy that. But this will take place right here. So you guys will be fairly close to the screen. Oh, sorry. And for you athletes who are working out, this is kind of the stage you have today. So each of those beach balls, those are going to be where your dumbbells are located. We will have tape lines to make sure you know how far to walk in your lunges and where to place the dumbbell to help keep everything as organized as possible. But over there, we have bench seating for anybody who wants to come to the gym, spectate. We got boxes kind of laid out to kind of create this little boundary. Okay. Speaking of boundaries, kids, it has been a problem in the past years, not every year and not every time, definitely. It seems like after the first week, everybody kind of understands the need to keep the kids in certain areas or set some boundaries. So for kids, in a perfect world for the kids, what we'd like to see is that they can stay on this side of the boxes, closer to the lobby area or in the lobby area. Obviously, if they're old enough and want to watch, that's great. They can be with you on the boxes. Just obviously make sure they don't get out onto the floor. And same with that back area. That back area is going to be for athletes warming up. So kids can be in the hall, going to the bathroom, whatever. They can stay up here. And that should be kind of the limit. We don't want them hanging on the pull-up bars or jumping on the J-hooks, and basically just make sure that they respect the space like it's your own home. Well, we know how that might go. So just, you know what I mean. What else? Oh, and then here is for s'mores. So this will have a little fire coming out of it. And this is, I would say, fairly kid friendly. If there's like an older kid or who wants to help other kids do this, that'd be great. If there's parents who are just kind of hanging out, you guys want to help kids get some s'mores, then help yourself. I'm a Reese's guy, so we got lots of Reese's, some chocolate graham crackers, some honey ones. Yeah, try to keep it, but that should be good. This little table, this is where you're going to find all your scorecards. They'll be laid out. Might or may or may not have your name on it with your judge kind of ready to go, but there'll be clipboards, pencils, all that type of stuff. Make sure you fill these out in full. So every single line needs to have information. In this bottom section, the athlete will keep that bottom section, and I will keep the top section. So make sure you use that and verify, or use that for your verification when you input your scores onto the CrossFit.com page or into Wodify. If you have questions about your warm-up, that is what your coaches on your team are for. Maybe your team captains, if that's how they staggered it. So warm up about 15 to 20 minutes. Start warming up 15 to 20 minutes before your heat begins. That way you know you're ready to go on time. As I recommend, any activation, if you need to do like crossover symmetry or hip bands or any of those types of things, include that in your warm-up. Personalize your warm-up as much as you need to. We will cover movement standards for lunging and burpees, all that, right before your heat starts. So every single time, we'll get the athletes and judges together, make sure we're all on the same page, and you will be held to those standards through your judging, or through your judges. So it's a two-way street. Yes, it's the judge's responsibility to make sure your reps are reps, and they're helping count your reps and make sure you do it in the right order. But it's also the athlete's responsibility to make the judge's job as easy as possible. Try not to be sloppy with your movements. Make sure you show full lockout at the top, those types of things. If they give you a warning or a no rep, make sure you correct the next movement so that you don't obviously start getting frustrated. But that being said, that's pretty much it. I don't have any good workout tips for you. I haven't done the workout yet. This is a burpee workout though, so just be really conscious of what your work capacity is in burpees. And in those later rounds, it's really going to be you against you. That other part of you that's wanting you to slow down, you're going to have to shut that bitch up, because that's where you have to kind of push into those burpees. Maybe it's hanging onto the dumbbell for an extra couple reps. But yeah, so heavy on the burpees. Consider this. This is one of those workouts where the burpees and the clean and jerks are going to increase each round. So if body weight lunges are kind of a hard thing for you, you're going to feel more heavy-legged in the first maybe 4 rounds, because the lunges, there's going to be a lot more lunges front-loaded, but as you do more and more burpees and clean and jerks, those lunges are going to be much more spaced apart. But when you include those jumps over the dumbbell and that slight little hinge pattern to get up, your legs will start to get taxed. So it's a pretty full body workout, if you ask me, and very generous with the body weight lunge. So yeah, again, use your coaches on your team as resources. If you can't make it into the gym tonight, Friday Night Lights, and you want to come in Saturday, you want to come in Sunday, you want to come in Monday, try to use your team as your primary resource for judging. So let's say you can come in Sunday, but you can't come in any other day. Try to text your team or use your group chat to say, hey, I'm going to come in on Sunday at 3 p.m. Is anybody able to come in and judge me or do the workout with me where you guys can almost like judge each other. Otherwise, if you can't align a judge, that's okay. You can feel free to ask me. I should be around all weekend. I can definitely help out. But in the case that nobody can do that, you can video yourself. There will be tape lines on the floor all weekend long. So if you just, I'll even keep my tripod. I'm using a tripod right now. I'll keep it out. If you want to use the tripod, I will put it on the wall next to, underneath the clock. Underneath the clock and the fan by the benches. I'm going to put the tripod over there. So if you want to use that, by all means, do that. And record yourself, and I will count and judge your reps. If there's some no reps in there, then I'll penalize you by that many reps, and so forth. So, cool. Well, we're getting the gym cleaned up right now. We're doing a final little vacuum and sweep, or vacuum and mop, and we should be ready to go. So, looking forward to seeing you all tonight. Good luck. Have fun. If you're not super in the spirit of competition, just relax. It's just a workout. Just come in and do a workout. If you're in the spirit of competition, do your best. Push the pace. This one's gonna burn in the last 5 minutes, but that's what we do. All right, see ya.